I'm Kristin Omdahl and welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. This is episode 211 and we're here in Southwest Florida at Bonita Beach watching the sunrise over the buildings and the trees to the east. And this is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. If you're joining me live, please say hello. Let me know if you're crafting this morning, if you have any questions, or if you just want to say hi. And if you end up watching the recorded version, please also feel welcome to say hi and ask any questions. I reply to all of those comments as well. Good morning, Ruthie and Sherry, Nikki, Judy. Thanks for joining me live. I appreciate you being here. Hi, Karen KB. Hi, Sarah May. Hi, Nikki. I got here a few minutes early this morning. Hi, Margaret from Stewart. Hi, Debbie, Lisa, Sherry, Chantel, Jean, Kathy, Mar, Leanne, Kat, Ellen, Constance. Hi, everybody. Gosh, I'm right on the ball so far this morning. Hi, Pamela. I know I miss a lot of names, so this feels good. You know I don't mean to. So somebody has mentioned, hi Faye, hi Diane, hi Brenda, hi Deborah. Thanks for joining me live, everybody. Hi Lily. Thanks, Ruthie. Yeah, so this is a new hat. I finished the videos yesterday and I got here a few minutes early this morning so I could do the photography for the hat. And so the pattern and the videos will be available later today. It uses Be So Fresh yarn, my 100% linen sport weight yarn. And it's done in an offset shell pattern that I will teach you how to make the hat in the videos. Teach you how to do the crown, how to do the offset shell pattern, how to increase in pattern to create the brim, and then at the end, how to make the offset shell wavy stitch turn into a straight stitch so that we can add the wire at the end. It's super cute. I'm considering even stiffening this one. I wonder what would happen if I stiffened the hat so that it was less floppy. So it's something I may consider in time, but I really love how the hat turned out. Love the stitch pattern, and I'm excited to share all of it with you. It will be called the Serena hat. So look for that later today. If you're already on my mailing list, I will send out an announcement when everything's ready. Otherwise, you can just check back on my website. What else? Oh, so I came here, started a few minutes early this morning to take some photos. So I have photos for the videos and the pattern. You know how that goes. Gotta have photos. And I'm wearing one of my Amazon dresses with it this morning. And for a scarf to tie on the hat, just grab one of my shrugs. This is the Sporty Luna shrug, which is done with Bruges lace and 3 strips of Bruges lace that you join as you go. This is a free pattern on my website as well. And then by joining a little bit on the edges in the round, you create these 2 little sleeves, and it makes this adorable little shrug that I don't know if it'll actually fit over this top, and you certainly couldn't tell very well because of the print. But there are photos of this, so if you want to find that pattern, it's available on my website. I thought it doubled really nicely as a decorative scarf for the hat this morning. Which is always fun to have dual purposes for something, right? And what else? Could also wear one of the flower pins. I meant to bring a power. Oh yes, absolutely, Jane. In fact, I'll show you. Let's say Jane has a great question. What happens if I want to mail this hat? Will it be able to be reshaped afterwards? And so here we go. Let's fold it up. Okay, I've folded my hat up and it's ready to go in the mail, right? And it turns out a little wonky when we unfold it. I'm going to turn the camera down now so you can see my towel. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay it out flat and just gently smooth out those edges. The beauty of millinery wire is that it can bend, but it does not kink. So it doesn't matter how many times you bend it, it's not going, and if you want to reshape it, you can. Okay, so how's this for live and no second takes? I'm going to show you now that I've messed it up and re-straightened it. I'm going to show you how super cute it's going to look when I put it back on. There, done. Isn't that amazing? So it doesn't matter if it goes in your beach bag. It doesn't matter if you have to mail it. It doesn't matter what you have to do. As long as you take the time to lay it flat and spread it out, it'll be fine. Isn't that awesome? Makes me so happy because life's not perfect. And there are many, many times when I mess things up because I'm in a hurry or I'm being sloppy, and the fact that this can get reshaped and look beautiful after the fact makes me super happy. So I meant to bring down one of my flower pins this morning to also wear on the hat, but I left it in the car. So you could also take any of our flower pins, you know, the ones that I shared in my Amazon shop, the ones that I wear in my hair often or wear on my hats. That would be gorgeous, and pick a color that coordinates with your outfit. This particular dress has raspberry and turquoise in it, and I also have a raspberry flower or a turquoise flower, and gosh, either one of them would be amazing on the hat. I think someone said they have a gardening friend that they want to mail this to. What a great gift. Yes, love it. So you could even do store-bought ribbon or a store-bought scarf to go on here. It wouldn't have to be knit or crocheted. I just happened to grab one because I thought it would be fun. But any of my skinny scarf patterns would be perfect for on this too. Mona, the wire that I use is listed as a resource in the pattern page. So this pattern will be live later today. If you are interested though, I have another wire brimmed hat pattern on my website called the Jenny, and that one has the link already. This pattern needed photos, so I'm here doing photos first this morning, but as soon as it goes live later today, I will have the resource for buying the millinery wire that I used that I like a lot. Now stop for a second here and see if there's any more questions about it. I'm so happy with my hat. Thanks, Diane. And love that little bit of sun protection so I can see the comments better too. I love the shell stitch too, Sherry. It's so pretty. And it reminds me of some of the hats that we see in the store too. Actually, the half double crochet hat that I did, the Jenny hat. Oh, there's a beach bunny. Can you see him over there? He's right underneath the picnic table. The picnic table to the left of the garbage cans. Oh, but it's the mirror. It's to you, it would be to the right of the garbage cans. Can you see him? He's going back into the trees. Hopefully you got to see him. Did you see the bunny? I don't know why they make me so happy, but I see them almost every day down here. And I love saying hi to the beach bunnies. It was too dark? Boo. Okay. Well, I tried. Oh, thanks, Jane. I agree. Store hats, I don't buy them because I look at them and go, I would be so much better to be handmade. And I'm so happy that I did this summer. I've been wanting to make sun hats for a really long time, and this is the first time I've actually made them, and I'm loving it. Oh, Grace, thank you. Thanks, Karen. You know, if there's something interesting to see nature-wise, I'm going to try to point it out. How awesome was that rainbow yesterday? I didn't realize it was going to show up so well on camera. That was awesome. Sometimes I see things here, and like, for example, when I see an amazing moon in the sky at night, you know how sometimes it looks way bigger in person than it does on camera, so it doesn't really translate well? I find it so exciting when it finally does translate well because I love sharing stuff like that. Leanne doesn't think hats work on her. You know what? You'd be surprised. I've been on the fence about hats for a really long time, and I don't always wear hats either. I do believe you have to think about what you're wearing and how you've styled your hair. Ponytails do not work with hats. What happens is, if you have any bulk back here in the back of the hat doesn't sit right. Glasses, I would imagine, are something that you have to take into consideration. You don't want the hat to sit too low. Like these hats, remember when I had to redo these hats a bunch of times? That was because I was making the walls of the hat long, like I would do, you know, what do you call the regular hat we wear in the winter? A beanie. So when I was doing it long, like down here, it wasn't working with the brim because the brim had to come out. When I shortened the hat to come to where's my ear? to come to here and then start the brim, it sat much nicer on my head. And what that will do is give you space to put your glasses. I think when a hat comes down low and your glasses have to tuck up inside the hat, it feels creepy. And I think that may be one reason why people with glasses don't like to wear hats, or even with sunglasses. If you're somebody that wears sunglasses a lot, it can be annoying. So you want to make sure that the hat is shorter here in order to have room for your glasses. And then you can also, you know, exaggeratedly tip the hat up in the front so that there's more room right there. But I think that's one of the problems with hats and glasses, is where the hat comes to them. Freezy Bee wears ball caps a lot. That's fine. Hi, Moose Gal. Did I answer Brenda's question, or is there another question from Brenda? I don't know. Oh, ponytails out the back of the baseball cap. Got it, yes. Someone's making a baby blanket and a hat. Great. Yeah, visors sit like a ball cap too. Years ago I liked wearing visors. I stopped wearing them a long time ago. Occasionally I wear a baseball cap. Yeah, occasionally I wear a baseball cap. I wear my Project Kristin Cares baseball cap now. It has really beautiful embroidery on the front. I think I've worn it here before with my logo. Brenda's interested in open top hats. Oh, like the messy bun hats? Ask if I had a pattern for what? I missed that. Oh, absolutely, Grace. Making your own hat is fantastic for getting custom fit. Oh, visor pattern. Let's see. Well, let's see. How would you make a visor? I think it would be like a glorified messy bun hat. You would just want to start, well, you might want to make it adjustable though. You might have to put buttons and a buttonhole on the back. And then you would want the brim to be stiffer. That might be a good candidate for making an actual stiffened hat. Yeah. Can you see the wheels turning? Okay, so yeah, so for a visor, I'm thinking it would not be a fixed size. You would have to make, oh, what about if you made it tie in the back, like this? That would be really pretty, like a ribbon tie. But you'd have, let's say, we could really stiffen the brim, maybe with epoxy, maybe with decoupage or something, I don't know, something like that. What's the decoupage thing called? Mod Podge. You have to stiffen it with something, or buy one of those, there's a form that you can buy, and then you would make 2 pieces of knitting or crochet and sew them around the form. That's a possibility too. That might be softer and nicer than stiffening the yarn. But I think making it where it ties in the back would be cute, because then you'd have those sashes hanging down. Yeah, it's a piece of plastic from a bottle would work too, I guess. Thanks, Leanne. Yeah, Mod Podge could work, although Mod Podge actually stiffens weird sometimes. I've done some frames. Sure, Pamela, I'll bring glasses down to the beach tomorrow if I remember, or one day soon, and show you where you would put the hat to fit the glasses. But even the way I'm wearing it right now, my ears are right here. You can see the hat does not come down below my ear, and that alone should show. I mean, I'm putting my fingers, my fingers are fatter than eyeglass, what do you call them? The arms, the legs, whatever. My fingers are fatter than that, and there's room right there. Yeah, fabric glue watered down a bit would work. Yep. Oh, is Captain Housekeeper here? Good morning, Drew. I missed that. Does anybody have any other questions about that? Guess I gotta put my thinking cap on about a visor maybe. Look at all the love for Captain Housekeeper. Awesome. Everybody's so nice here. Does anybody watch his podcast? He broadcasts a few hours later in the day and gives lots of tips and tricks about being the captain of your house and being in charge, and it's awesome. I try to watch every day. Karen, yep, I see you over there too. I see a few people from here. Captain Housekeeper watches it from inside his eyeballs. That's quite a talent you've got there. Yeah, it's easy to find, Lisa. You can either watch it live if possible, and if you can't, you can always watch the recorded version. It works the same as my live stream podcast. You can have the option of watching it live or watching it recorded later. Would the visor be for crochet? It could be for either, Moose Gal. I still want to make one of these in knitting too. Well, I would like to make a couple in knitting. I think there are a couple of stitch patterns that I think would be exceptionally pretty for this in knitting. Let's see, what am I working on this morning? I'm still working on one of my nesting baskets. And you see, I put it in my bag when we left here yesterday. Put it in my big tote bag. And I went to pull it out this morning and I had not been careful with it at all. 2 of my 4 double-pointed needles had fallen off. And so I had to get all of them put back on this morning. And it wasn't nearly as stressful as I thought it was going to be. So lucky me. I know, a little bit stressful, but it worked out just fine. I only lost half my stitches, not all of them. And I picked them all back up, so I call that a success. What about you? Yeah, I'm excited to go to the store and find stuff to put them in to make it a really comprehensive gift. Oh, and I'm starting to lay out the food gift ideas for the books too. So stinking excited. I've got some ideas for making food gifts differently than I've seen before, and even upping my challenge of not only sharing the food gifts that I've made before, but starting to plan my food gifts for this holiday, because you know I always make food gifts every holiday season. So I'm thinking I've got a different theme going this year, and having a lot of fun, not only planning it for my gifts, but planning it for ways to share with all of you too. So pretty exciting. But beyond that, I have to figure out how to do the food photography and all the other sections. Yep, I'm working on jewelry sections too. In fact, I did some shopping online yesterday for some amazing buttons for the knit and crochet jewelry that I'm making. And oh my God, all I can say is just shopping for these items was mouth-watering yesterday. I don't know if that's even possible to be salivating over jewelry, but holy smoke, it was so pretty. And I found colors that are going to coordinate really well with my yarns, and they're just going to be outstanding. So very excited to share all of that. I know, Sherry, right? To describe jewelry that way is pretty exciting. It's going to make amazing products. It'll make amazing pieces to wear yourself, or to give as gifts, or to give, or to sell even maybe. Yeah, food gifts are one of my favorite things to make. I've been making food gifts since as long as I've been an adult. So I want to say my first food gift baskets were when I was in my early 20s. And I think the first year I bit off way more than I could chew. And I thought about making an entire gift basket for everybody instead of just individual things. So I learned how to make refrigerator pickles so that I could do pickled asparagus, pickled carrots, pickled mushrooms, and then I learned how to make mustard so I could make jars of mustard, and I made peach raspberry cheesecakes. What else did I make that year? I made some jams too, and I made everything not traditional methods, but things that you could do in the refrigerator that were quick. because I didn't want to do things that had to store for a long time, because I thought of this idea last minute, and I did the whole project in a week. But I got to tell you, I was so exhausted because I worked full-time at the time, and so I would work all day and then come home and then work for probably another 8 hours on this for the whole week. It was exhausting, but you'd think it would have turned me off to handmade, but for some reason working so hard on it and seeing these beautiful baskets at the end of it is probably what sparked my interest in handmade, which sounds a little backwards. You'd think it would have turned me off to it, but it didn't matter to me how long or how hard I worked. It mattered to me that I had these amazing gifts afterwards. So it was really exciting. And never did anything that big again. Not for a large group, you know, but definitely been making handmade gifts ever since. That was fun. Yep, I was up to the challenge. Thanks, Lisa. I love my yarns too. Today I should be beginning to dye. I have DYE, that is. I might have even made marinated olives that year. I can't remember. Can't remember if it was that year or the following year. And then I've done cheese spreads forever. I have probably 20 cheese spread recipes that I've been making over the years. I love making cheese spreads too, and serving it with either crackers or veggies or whatever. I have a couple of recipes that I make for crackers also, and then been making like loaf cakes, you know, like a pound cake or loaf cakes like that. I've been doing those for years, and you know, coming up with different flavors and stuff. That's always fun. I always love picking a fruit and an herb and blending them together. So like something that you would imagine to be in a cake and something you wouldn't imagine to be a cake. I have no used these baskets. Martina makes cookies. Yeah, I like to make cookies if I make some beautiful presentation for them, and that's something I'm hoping I'll be able to share in these handmade gift books, is all of the ways that I make the presentation too, whether I put crochet on edging around a napkin to wrap something up, or I make some sort of basket, or make some sort of box, or decorate a box or a basket. I love decorating the packaging too, or making the packaging, and I think that's what can really separate an average handmade gift and really take it to another level. Because you could even just do a simple sugar cookie recipe or a simple chocolate chip cookie recipe, but by putting it in some unusual, unique packaging, you really just even take something simple to the next level. Making your own tags, absolutely. Someone asked about my towel. This one I found at Costco. I should probably check and see if there's one on Amazon too. If there is, I'll pop it in my shop. That would be great. I did make one mistake with my towel, and I will show you. You know how it has that amazing fringe like I've taught in knitting and crocheting and patterns in different videos? Well, I threw this in the dryer with probably too many other things. It's one of the things I'm most guilty of when it comes to laundry, is that I try to do too much at one time. Oh, you saw these at Costco still about 2 weeks ago? That's great, because I bought it months ago. All right, let's see if I can get the camera down without losing everything. Just wanted to show you that one of my fringes came unraveled in the laundry. I should probably cut it, but I wanted to really make sure it wasn't going to mess anything else up by cutting it. But other than that, and once I did it, I made a point to not put it in the dryer anymore. So now I let it air dry. But you know, I try to take it in the house and wash it once a week. It doesn't smell bad, but I figured with all the crap that goes on down here at the beach, it's probably a good idea to wash it at least once a week. So I wash it now, but I don't dry it anymore. And I probably missed a bunch of comments, so if anybody wants to repeat your comment, please feel welcome. If I don't ever get to your comments in the live, please feel welcome to leave them for me in the recorded version, because I do reply to all of those. Oh, key lime pie, yes, that is always a good one. I like making little mini ones too. I like making mini desserts, like a tray of mini desserts so that everybody can have their own. I think that's always cute too, and and you can serve it like in a pastry box. So instead of one large cake, you make the little ones. And then no matter when someone eats one or comes home and someone else started, you don't feel like you messed up the dessert that way. It's great for a group of people. The towel was $19 or something like that. It was not expensive. Definitely not. People are competitive with pie. Yeah, I prefer to do minis. Never have videos on designing patterns. I haven't done a whole lot on designing. I haven't done a whole lot of videos on that. I feel like I've got so many patterns to still teach that I don't know, I just haven't added that to the list yet. Someone mentioned truffles too. Yes, I have an amazing truffle recipe, and you can find that on my website and here on YouTube already. It's just a basic one, but I would love to talk further about all the different flavor profiles you could add to them. But the truffles are incredibly easy to make, and they rival anything from a chocolate store. They're amazing. And I've even found really adorable little pastry boxes and little papers that work as a gift. Super duper cute. I shared all that around Valentine's Day, but you can still find it on my website and here on YouTube. Really, really awesome. They were a hit everywhere I brought them this year. Moose Gal, you don't like pie? Pecan pie is probably my favorite pie, and then maybe key lime pie is number 2 for pies. And I'm missing a whole side conversation about recipes this morning. Bummer. I'm missing out. Strawberry rhubarb for Grace. Yep, that's good too. Yes, that's true, Raina. Chocolate pecan pie. That sounds good. Yeah, pecan pie is my weakness. I love that goo so much. No, blueberry's nice too. I love anything with citrus in it as well. So lemon pie. I'm not crazy about the meringue topping, but I love the filling of lemon or lime pie. Oh, peach desserts are amazing too. Peach pie is Marlon's favorite. Oh, I see. That's a good idea. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm fine with that. You know, sometimes I get asked if people should or should not share other things besides my yarns and my patterns in my Facebook group. And all I can say about that is that, you know, as long as everyone's being kind and respectful, I guess it's fine. And, you know, when I feel like it's not being kind or respectful to me or to anyone else there, then I will change it. But as long as I feel comfortable and everyone else feels comfortable, I guess I would prefer to have less rules than more. So all I can say is, let's just stay nice. And if it's not going to feel nice, I'll change it. Oh, that reminds me, I needed to mention something. You know, my Tuesday night knitting and crochet club, I have decided to put it on hold for a while. So I know I've mentioned, if you're ever in the area, please come join us. The meetup page is still there, and I would love to, you know, bring it back in another form at some time. But, you know, when I started the group 2 years ago, Tuesday nights worked really well for my schedule, and Tuesday nights no longer work really well for my schedule. So I've put the club on hold, and just wanted to briefly mention that. And I've sent out an announcement to all of the members So I'm pretty sure everybody knows now, and people could still meet up there if they wanted to, obviously. And I think a lot of people have made lots of good friends through it, so that's cool. But you know, that day and time just isn't working for me right now. So I have to regroup and figure out something else. Thanks, Elizabeth. You know, there's not much I can really say about it, except it ended up just not working for my schedule. It was perfect for my schedule when I first started it. Like, it was just like yarn on the beach, fits perfectly into my schedule. And when something fits perfectly into your schedule, it works. And when it doesn't, you know, it's just such a huge toll on you that you have to consider working on something else. Moose Gal, that's a great question, and it's something that I answer a lot because I get lots of emails about it. Do people have my permission to sell finished items they've made with my patterns? And I prefer to have someone ask me directly for permission, but when they do, I usually say yes, as long as I'm given credit as the designer. So whether they share my name or my website and make sure that it's stated that it is my design, I am perfectly happy not only giving permission, but also helping to promote the sale of those items whenever I can, which is why I promote other designers and other craft makers and sellers in my Pinterest group account called Create, Share, Inspire, and that's why I promote other people in my Create, Share, Inspire group on Facebook. And any time that it seems appropriate, I am more than happy to help other people get the word out about what they are selling. Absolutely. When it's appropriate, I love doing that. But I do prefer for someone to ask me directly so that I have the opportunity to decide if it's something that fits with my brand or not. So if you have something that you want to ask me regarding that, please just, you know, mention me directly, or ask me directly, and we can definitely work something out. Because if it's something I can help you promote, then that's even better than just getting my permission, right? No, it doesn't mean call yourself a copycat. I don't mean it like that at all. There's no shame in following someone else's pattern. Please don't call yourself that. That's not it at all. You're the maker, and that's fine. That's wonderful. I'm so glad that I can teach people how to make things so that they can either have handmade things themselves, or give amazing gifts, or be able to sell things and make money. You know, without makers, there would be no designers. That does not make you a copycat at all. You know, my job wouldn't exist if everybody could do what I do, right? So there's nothing wrong with being the designer and being the maker. Nothing wrong at all. One doesn't exist without the other. Everybody's important. Thanks, Sherry. Thanks, Lisa. Is it that? Oh my goodness, we've gone over. That's what happens when we get good questions at the end. Got to answer them. Oh man. Okay, it's just waves. Thought maybe we saw a dolphin. Anyway, we've gone over it. I'm sorry about that, but let's take this last minute here to look out at this amazing view that we forgot to talk about. It's beautiful today though. All right, let's soak in the sounds of those waves, these beautiful colors, and set our intentions for the day. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me today. We got some great questions today, so thank you all for that. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, the sound of the waves, the beautiful scenery, chatting with me and everyone else here. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.